I'm here with Belmont signee Heath Owen, a 2022 from Pope. Heath, man, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good, man. I appreciate you doing this. Now, let's get into that decision to go to Belmont. What was it when you were looking at programs? Is ultimately the deciding factor that you said that's the place for me?
The city was awesome. The coaching staff really welcoming. It was like a no-brainer once they offered. So
you're a catcher and a right-handed pitcher. What's been the talk of what the role is going to be when you get to Belmont? Do they see you more as a catcher? Could there be two-way opportunities there?
I think I'm going to be more of a catcher. I feel a lot more confident behind the plate, and I've kind of leaned towards catching more as far as during the high school season and during my summer ball career too.
As a high school player, though, when you have the ability to be behind the plate and on the mound, what does that do for you in terms of understanding the relationship, understanding what a pitcher's looking for, in terms of the setup and just the ability to be a good receiver?
So it's a big part of it. Going up to the mound visits, I know what a pitcher wants to hear as far as the mental side of it, and also I take pride in my framing ability, and I know it's really important when I'm pitching. I like to have a catcher who likes to frame well, so it's definitely a big part of my game.
Another aspect that a lot of guys don't get to do, I've talked to many catchers who don't get to call games until they get into the low minor league levels. What is the relationship for Pope in terms of how a game is called?
So the pitching coach calls pitches, but I kind of know, I guess, what's coming because I've been on both sides of the ball as far as pitching and catching, so I know what my pitcher is confident in, which pitches he likes to throw in certain counts. So
when you think about that, just the guidance, I guess, of a coach helping you understand what's expected in calling a game, what do you think that's going to mean for you when you get to college and then those opportunities present themselves?
I think it's going to be a big part of it when I get to a higher level. Even hitting too, like knowing which pitches are going to be called, and yeah.
This season in particular, what was it maybe for you at the plate? And I'm certainly, the ability to be a good catcher is a big part of it. But when you think about you as a hitter, what were those elements that you were really focused on improving as a senior?
Basically my approach, because I know as far as college, because I'm going to D1 college, the pitchers are going to be a lot better as far as throwing off speeds for strikes. So I know I'm going to have a lot better approach. So I've been working on that during the off season.
I'm glad you mentioned your approach. You've got your bat over here. I'm going to kind of drop out of the shot, and I want you to take me through when you get into the box. What's that mental checklist that you have? What's the setup that you go through when you're getting ready to attack a pitch? Sound good?
All right. So before I even get in the box, I'm looking at the pitcher, looking at his tendencies in the dugout, watching my teammates hit because I'm not a leadoff hitter. But once I get in the on-deck circle, I'm really working my timing and when my foot gets down. And then once I'm in the box, I'm really hunting a fastball, not trying to do too much, looking up the middle. So
Heath, fans, thank you so much for doing that. Make sure everybody keeps it locked on LakePoint Sports across all our social media channels. Check out everything on YouTube. That's your window into what's happening here on campus.